Welcome to Unleash with Patty. Today I want to talk with you guys about being unreasonable. Reasonable actions result in reasonable results. And if you want to do something new, if you want to change things up, if you want to make more money, if you want to increase your business reach, if you want to be more visible, if you want to fill up a program at a level you've never filled it up before, you have to be unreasonable. You have to do things in a way you've never done them before in order to get new results. But we have a relationship with comfort and visibility that tells us, no, you need to stay safe. This isn't going to work. And there's negative chatter that comes up in our mind. And I'll tell you what, that's what's stopping you. It's not your audience. It's not your offer. It's your inner game and your belief in yourself about doing things your way, not the way that other people have taught you or told you, but trusting your heart, trusting your inner knowing, and unleashing who you are to the world. I'll tell you a little story. When I first started this business, I've had this business intentions. It started as intentions coaching and it shifted to the Entrepreneur Unleashed. But I started it 18 years ago. I had to explain that coaching did not involve a ball or a field when you work with me. It was about your life. It was about what you were creating and bringing into the world. So I've seen the coaching industry grow and change substantially. But when I started, shortly after I graduated from coaching school, I was getting a divorce and I really had no money. And what I was hearing around me and what was common was, just back up. Maybe go live with your parents. Maybe go get some food stamps. Let's trust the government now to raise these children. And that was not going to happen. I knew that was not in the cards for me. So I did the exact opposite. I got unreasonable. I started researching schools. I wanted my kids to have the best education. I wanted them to understand how the world worked. And most importantly, I wanted them to learn to think critically for themselves. And so I did some research. I started traveling to a city near our old home, Portland, Oregon, and looking at schools. And I found a school, one of the best school districts in the state. And I decided we would move there, but I didn't have the money to live in this prosperous community, but that's okay because I was being unreasonable. I went and looked at houses. I talked to people. I worked a deal with a property management company for my first month's rent. And then I decided that I was going to share my message about living life on purpose, living with intention, creating a beautiful life that you love. I had never spoken before, but I decided I'm a speaker. I got the rent to pay and I got a message to share. So I contacted some local networking organizations and I started speaking. I got out and I started speaking. One of the things I knew inside out was how to grow a business that served your lifestyle. I'd had a preschool when my kids were little. I had several businesses throughout my life. I started with Patty's Pumpkins when I was 9. I sold magazines up and down the highway when I was like 11, right? I always wanted to create a business and give people value, sell those pumpkins that were going to rot in my garden, right? I have value and somebody's looking for it. I've known that forever. And so do you. I can see it in people. That's why they come to me. I can see your value and show you how to monetize it. So I started speaking, and back then in 2008, we didn't have social media. So I was out, I was speaking, I was sharing my message, and it took me about 14 months to do something no one had ever done in my family. I had no reference for, and that was to break 6 figures. And I never looked back. And you can do the same thing. It's even easier now. You can do it on social media. But the truth of the matter is you have to understand who you are. You have to understand what you stand for and trust it and stop looking around and saying, oh, this person's doing it this way. Oh, this person's doing it this way. I'm doing it wrong. No, be you. Our tagline in the Entrepreneur Unleashed is be real, take a stand, change lives. In order to do that, you need to know who you are. When you're being real, like, who are you? What is your message? What are your values? What do you want to share in the world? And are you willing to be uncomfortable as you begin to do that with no reference, maybe with no experience? I'd never spoken before. Did I want to speak? Not really, but I had a message to share. So I stood up there and I delivered it. So be real, understand who you are. What do you stand for? Take a stand. I stand for freedom. I stand for self-expression. I stand for contribution. That's what the Entrepreneur Unleashed is about. Unleashing who you are so you can create freedom, contribute to the world, change lives, make a difference, grow a prosperous business, and live the life that you dream of. And when you do that, when you're real, when you take a stand, when you share your message in the world, you change lives. You change the lives of those people you impact, and you change your own life. Because there's nothing more fulfilling and meaningful than sharing who you are, than contributing value, rather than shrinking back and arguing over what should be or how someone's doing it or assessing and, how am I going to do this so that it works in the world? You don't have to have that. It's internal. Share your message. But many people don't know what their message is. They don't understand who they really are. We've forgotten. We're so inundated with information and messages from other people, and we look around and we think that we have to relate to that and be part of that. And yes, I'm all about collaboration and supporting each other, and you have a unique message. And if this is resonating with you and you're meant for more, now is your time. We're moving into a recession, it looks like. And, during economic downturns, more money is made by small business than any other time. During the Great Depression, more millionaires were created than ever before in history. So maybe be unreasonable about creating your own economy. What if you were able to thrive no matter what the economy was doing? It's possible. My business doubled and tripled in 2007 and 2008 during the big downturn. Why? Because I was responsible for my own economy. I kept speaking, I kept helping, I kept serving. And you can do the same thing. You can do the same thing. I have programs to support you. If you'd like to know more, message me. We're launching Unleash Your Revenue in 2 weeks. We're enrolling people now, small group, 7 to 10. I'm going to look at your value. I'm going to help you create your offer. I'm going to help you create your system and market it in your way. Yes, I'll give you formulas, strategies, but it has to feel good for you. You get to do it the way that's right for you. And then it really resonates with the people who are looking for you. There's people looking for you right now, looking for some sort of solution that you have, that you offer, that you could provide to them, but they can't find you if you're not being seen. So if you want to unleash your revenue, message me, we can talk about it. Most importantly, trust yourself. Stop stopping. Keep going. Be uncomfortable. Be unreasonable. And get out there. You've got this if you want it. All right, that's it for Unleash with Patty today. I'll see you again tomorrow, 9 a.m. Pacific.